What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. And, well, I've went through like 10 cars. I've got our XP up to 15,378. We'll unlock a new one at 16,181. And actually just had a point. Now, here's the problem. The point I unlocked, I was going to spend right here. And it wouldn't let me spend it for whatever reason. We had level 2. I figured it'd let us get a level 3, but I'm not really sure why it wouldn't let us. So I had to buy this one. I don't know if you have to have so many of these before you can get over there. That might be a possibility. And if so, what we might have to do is stop with the Car Mechanic Simulator for a while and just let me play it on my own for a couple weeks until I get enough to unlock this part, because I really don't want to put you through, I mean, unless you guys are enjoying it that much, I don't want to put you through, you know, 4 or 5 more episodes of just stuff that we've already been doing over and over and over. You guys can let me know in the comments what you want to see. The views are good on this game, so, you know, as long as the views are good, I'll probably keep putting the episodes up. Well, good for this channel, I should say. I mean, you know, they're not good in terms of thousands of views per episode, but good for this channel. So anyway, what I wanted to do was go ahead and do some story missions, or at least one, and just kind of see where that goes. And hopefully, if we can get to this next point in this episode or the next, we can unlock something a little closer to the paint booth. So let's look on the phone here and see what we got. We have a Bolt Reptilia. Repair with minimum parts condition of 100%. Well, we already knew that, and we just lost a bunch of orders. But that's okay. This vehicle has been passed down from generation to generation. When my father was my age, he got it from his father. Unfortunately, my dad never got a driver's license, and the car just sat in a barn all those years. Now that it has passed on to me, I want to restore it to its former glory. Please do whatever you can to make this classic beauty look and drive like a new car again. Well, this thing might look pretty rough, so let's see. Yeah, definitely looks pretty rough. Looks like it's got, I mean, we can't do nothing with this down here. Well, actually, if it's in the door, we might be able to. A lot of rust in it. Beautiful car though. It's basically a Corvette, you know, like I reckon a 60s model or 60-some model Corvette. Let's put it through the paces here real quick. Take it. Cannot start engine. Well, whoop-de-freaking-do. I kind of figured that was going to happen. I wonder if he's going to want the whole engine replaced and everything. Nope. Doesn't look like it. I don't know. We'll have to see. He wants the gearbox fixed. Valve push. Yeah, he may want the whole engine replaced. Man, I hate doing motor work in this game. For whatever reason, I just do not like it. Battery is in terrible shape. Let's go ahead and stick a new battery in there and see if she'll start. What else we got here? Where's the starter? The starter's available from under the car, but we can't get under the car yet. We'll have to take it to the lift, because it definitely looks like the starter's bad. Stone Tech Racer 1s. Alright, let's get to the starter here. It is a pretty car though. The starter looks like trash. 3%, yep. Going to replace the starter with a brand new one. And that should, I think, unless the spark plugs are really bad, we should be able to start it now. You know, we probably should have checked the fuel pump while we're back here. Can we see it from here? No, we cannot. Let's look at that real fast. It'll take me just a minute, because if that fuel pump's bad, and it definitely looks like it is, it probably, actually, well, 31% is not too bad. We might be okay on that. So we'll stick that one back in there. Alright, alright, let's see if she'll start up and we can move her to the test path. Still won't start. Alright, so we got other problems here. It's probably going to be spark plugs. Take the spark plug wires off. Distributor cap. We'll see. We can get this distributor. Distributor looks like it's in pretty poor shape too. Cap's in good shape. Rotor button. Yep, the rotor's terrible. Distributor's pretty bad as well. I know we don't have those, so a distributor and a rotor. That would be under engine. Distributor. I'm going to turn my light on. I can't see. Give me just 1 second here as I shuffle around my room. Distributor. Oh, geez, I don't know which one it is. Let's see, distributor, there we go. Rotor. Get that one. I'm not sure which cap. I think it was just a standard cap. We should have just went ahead and bought 5 of each. I mean, that's kind of the going thing here we're doing now, just buying 5 of everything just because we can afford it. Alright, and distributor cap. Yep, it was standard. We actually had one of those in stock, so that's good. And ignition wires. Alright, now let's just start. I'm guessing not. I bet you that spark plugs are bad, but we'll try it out. Yep. Alright, so the only thing that I can think of now that would be bad would be the spark plugs. So we take these back off. Actually, those spark plugs look like they're in pretty good shape. What else could it be if spark plugs are good? The air filter I don't think would cause it not to start, although I could be wrong. I guess we could go ahead and put it on the little tester here. Electronic meter, yep. Let's do that. Oh, what do we have here? Looks like 12.2. Okay, that stuff's good. And the OBD, which this car should have an OBD, right? Okay. Fuel filter's stopped up. Look at that, 6%. So that wasn't any good. So that could have been it as well. Give her a quick look around. Let's check out the spark plugs on this side. Why can I not take those wires off? Those all look pretty good as well. Okay, so let's try it again. Can we start it? We still can't start the engine. Doggone it. Well, what else could be wrong with it causing it not to start? Let's check the carburetor. Could be carburetor problems. It looks pretty bad. Air filter does too. $19. You know what? Let's go ahead and just work on the motor right here. I mean, we can take nearly the whole thing apart without putting it on the engine stand. And we'll just go ahead and take it all apart. And once we get the motor running, oh Lord have mercy, the rockers are in bad shape. Yeah, this thing's gonna need some work. We're having to take the heads off piece by piece. I wonder if we have to take the valve springs out as well. All these rockers are bad. Oh, that one's good. There we go, a good one. How about that? Nope. We don't have to take those off, so that's good. The exhaust manifolds are good too. Surprise, surprise. Usually those are the first things that rust. Those wires off. Get these spark plugs out. Oh, they're at 7%, so they are bad. Well, some of them anyway. We'll probably just... That one was 100. Oh, that's right. I just put that in there, didn't I? We'll probably just go ahead and just replace all of them. I mean, they're not that much. We're going to hook this guy up. I'm feeling generous today. That one wasn't too bad. And push rods have to come out one at a time as well. Crazy. Take these out and take this head off, and then just kind of look at the head real quick. And what we'll do is we'll get the engine apart from the top side. And then we'll jack the car up and we'll take the oil pan off and visually inspect the stuff in the bottom. So that piston right there is bad. We can see that without even inspecting it. I mean, obviously it's bad. Black is no good. Alright. Take that one off, and all these rockers. Some of these rockers are in good shape. And I wish that I knew how to remember which ones were in good shape so I could leave them on the car, but I don't think I'm going to be able to, so what I'll probably do is just buy a whole set and just put new ones on the whole thing. And then at some point we'll probably use the old ones, or we'll sell them or something. So, and these push rods are no good. I mean, you're really not supposed to replace, you know, 1 or 2 rockers anyways. When you're working on a car, you're supposed to just do all of them at the same time, because you don't want to have a bunch of brand new parts and then have one part that's weak, because it will always break at its weakest point. So here's your little bit of car mechanic information for the day. I wish working on cars was actually this fast. Okay, so should we take off everything and look at the timing? Actually, we'll wait on that, because to be honest, all this stuff right here looks like it's in pretty good shape. The belt, I'm not so sure about. It's kind of hard to tell. So we can visually inspect the belt from here, I believe, can't we? Yes, we can. That all looks to be in pretty good shape, so we're not going to worry about that stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and get the car up in the air. Take out these bad pistons. And see what she looks like from underneath. Oh, we're going to make a mess. Hold on. I almost forgot to drain the oil out of it. There we go. Yeah, we don't want to have to clean up a mess in here. All right, there we go. Take off this oil pan. Not to mention we were right under it. While we're here, we'll go ahead and take off this transmission shaft. Or drive shaft, I should say. And the transmission, because the transmission is in pretty bad shape as well. Brand new starter, so we'll keep that. Take out this gearbox. I believe we have a new one of those already in inventory. Take off the oil filter because it's in bad shape. Release bearings, terrible. Pressure plate. The clutch plate looks good. And the flywheel, there we go. That brake servo is in bad shape as well. Okay, so let's get up under the motor here and look. So we got those two need replaced and those two need replaced. It looks like the camshaft might be in poor condition too, which kind of sucks, because that's way up in there. What? Accessible from engine bay. Well, you got to take the timing off to get to that. So we may have to take the timing off just to get to that. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the bad pistons out first. And then we'll, is this a V6? No, it's a V8. Take the bad pistons out first, and then we're going to go up there and take the timing stuff loose and just inspect the camshaft from the front side, because I think we can pull it straight out the front. It looks, I mean the crankshaft, it looks bad though, because, where's that, the cam? That is the camshaft. Yeah. We'll have to pull that out the front. Alright, everything else under there looks good. Real quick, I need to check. I want to check these parts, these rod caps and bearings. I almost forgot. Or bearing caps, I should say. If I can get my camera to cooperate. Because I don't want to put it all back together and have to tear it back down again. Okay, well, all those seem to be in okay order. Go ahead and pull out these bad ones here. And this one's bad. Okay, good, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and take apart this stuff, because when we go back, I was just sitting here thinking, we can't pull the cam out. I don't think. Well, actually, yeah, we should be able to pull the cam out without having to take the other ones off. So that, we might can do that. So we'll go ahead and take this water pump off. We may have to pull the distributor off to get to it, though. I'm not 100% sure about that on this particular model of car. This is a new one. We haven't done this one before, so. Okay, timing chain, all that stuff looks like it's in pretty good shape. Alright, there's the camshaft. Yeah, we gotta pull the distributor out. That's kind of what I figured. Now we should really be able to pull the distributor straight out. Like, we shouldn't have to take the stuff off first. I don't know why we have to. That makes no sense. And the camshaft. Camshaft's in 32%, so that should be okay. Alright, good. Well, we found that out, so that's what we wanted to do. Alright, let's put this stuff back on here. Get this rotor back on the top. Put the cap back on, and let's not forget to put these clips back on. Yeah, I think that is okay. Go, and one more. There we go. Alright, timing stuff's in good shape. Shoot, I didn't mean to... I'm putting new parts on here by accident just because of the way it's set up. I don't need new parts here. Alright, camshaft pulley, or crankshaft pulley, rather, and water pump. Pump pulley. Serpentine belt. Thank goodness all this stuff's in pretty good shape. I don't have to buy none of that. And the fan. Alright. All that stuff's done. Okay, we'll go back up under the car here. Oh, no, we can't. We gotta buy pistons. Doggone it. I almost forgot. Let's see if we may already have some in stock. I don't know. Okay, we don't. We need, let's just go ahead and buy 10 of them. Pistons. With cone rod. No? No pistons? Piston? Did I spell it wrong? There we go. Was it overhead valve? I don't think it was. I think it was just standard. Yeah, just standard. I'll go ahead and buy 10 of these because we will use them later on at some point. And let's buy 10 piston rings too. Alright. Replace these. Two. Four. And 5. Alright, put the heads back on. Those heads are bad. Engine head, V8, overhead valve, okay? Alright, let's see. Nope, don't want to buy that. Engine head, V8, overhead valve. There we go. 2 of these. I reckon these are the right ones, I hope. Yes, they are. And I want to buy these lifters and rockers as well. Alright, let's see, we need push rods. How's this intake manifold? It's bad too. Intake manifold is 1 carb. So we'll go ahead and get that while we're here. Push rods. Should be this one. Right, valve, push rod, overhead valve. I would think. Might not be. Let's see, valve, push, no, just standard valve push rods. We'll need 16 of those. And rockers. Is that what they're called here? Nope. Let's just try rocker. Yeah, rocker, there we go. Rocker arm, we're gonna need 16 of those. Okay. Let's get these heads rebuilt. Brand new push rod in each spot here. You're gonna have a brand new car, buddy. You're gonna love it. Cruising in style, getting all the ladies or men, whichever you prefer. I don't wanna assume your orientation. Alright, this one is almost complete. And there we go. Just new intake on there. Very nice. Engine's looking good. It's always nice to see a brand new one. And we're going to have to buy a carburetor too. Alright, now let's rebuild this head here. There we go. Boy, this is tedious, isn't it? Rockers. Half the fun, though. And now, finally done. Awesome. Valve cover's back on. That valve cover's good. Brand new valve cover as well. Look at that. It's so shiny and pretty. Alright, and then the one on the other side, what is it going to be? It's going to be engine head cover A. Engine head cover A. That should be it there. Alright, now let's go ahead and get this carburetor. Carburetor, 4-barrel carburetor. I wonder if it'll even show up here just by hitting 4 like that. It should, yeah, there it is. Alright, well, that carburetor is actually quite cheap. Okay, let's go with the air filter we need. I think it's this one, I'm not 100% sure though. Let's see. I want to make sure before we go crazy with it. We need a round air filter base. Which is where? Round air filter base. I do not see it anywhere. Isn't that what it was called? Round air filter base? Yeah, round air filter base, 1 carb. Why did I not see it? Oh, I guess it'd be down here in the R's, wouldn't it? Round air filter base with 1 carb. Alright, there's that. Round air filter cover with 1 carb. Yeah, we need that. Round air filter with 1 carb, we need that. So that should be, I think, all of that. And we're gonna need all that stuff, so good. There. Look at that. Beautiful. Chrome. Oh, epic. Looks amazing. Alright, so this thing should, I believe it should start now, right? Go ahead and put these manifolds back on and we'll try to start her up. It's brand new basically, and we replaced about everything in it. So if it don't start now, I don't know what's going on. Let's check our parts list real fast. Fuel pump needs replaced. Whatever that is, hasn't been discovered yet. Oil filter needs to be put back on. Spark plugs. That would help. That would help indeed. Go ahead and change them out. We may have to buy some. Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy some spark plugs. Those 75% ones we'll use somewhere else. Let's buy like, let's just buy 8 for now. Alright. Get all them installed. Can't believe I forgot those spark plugs. Some of these things you just don't really think about, you know? And they're kind of hidden down here, so you don't see the little ghosting effect where they're supposed to be, so it's hard to remember. Alright, brand new set of spark plugs. Put the wires back on. Now I think it'll start. So we needed to change the fuel pump. We got to put oil back in it, so we can't forget that. Where is the... There it is. Let's go ahead and put oil in it here. Oh, we have no oil pan. That would be something we probably need to put on. We actually have to put on those... What are they called? The rod caps. We got to put those back on as well. It would be a bad thing to leave those off and let the car get on the road. I promise you. Should be 2 more, I think. Yep. Where's the last one? We got both of those on. Both of those on right here. And then the oil pan. And let's go ahead and put some oil in it now. And then we'll have to start working on the suspension, I guess. We've got to run it through the thing first. Hopefully. You don't have that much wrong with the suspension. I don't think it does. It's been sitting in a barn. It shouldn't be that messed up. Right? Right. Alright. Got that oil in there. Okay, so let's see if we can start it up now. Oh, you know what? We'll probably need to put a starter on it first. That would be one of the main things we need, I would imagine. I don't have a transmission in it either, so that might help if we actually put a transmission in it. So we got a new flywheel. We'll go ahead and stick that in there. Clutch plate, I think, looked okay, if I remember right. Pressure plate, put a new one of them. And the release bearing, a new one of those. And the transmission was in pretty good shape, so we'll leave that on there. I think he was okay with that. If not, we can always change it out. And the drive shaft, which is also in good enough shape, or good shape. See, I'm remembering some things. And put the starter back on. Okay, so that should be it, I think, for it to run. I hope. Now, can we move you? We can. It runs. Awesome. We fixed it. We didn't put an oil filter on it. Oh, man. I don't think we can do that from here either. We'll have to move it back to the car lift. Okay, so apparently... Wait a minute. I put oil in it. I didn't put an oil filter on it. See, what needs to happen is I should come back in here and their oil should be just all over the ground. And I don't think, I mean, obviously, how in the world we got it moved from here to the lift over there without the oil filter on there is beyond me. I think we would have had to have... Yeah, we had to have cranked it up to do that, right? We did try to start it, after all. Oh well, whatever. Let's go ahead and stick this on there. It may say we don't have any oil in it now, I don't know. I don't think it will. I think it'll be okay. Alright, here we go. Now let's try this again. Yeah, it starts up fairly smooth. I mean, it could have used a little, you know, it's a little bit on the rough start side, but not too bad. Probably just needed tuned up, really. That suspension don't look too bad, so maybe we might get lucky and not have a whole lot wrong with the suspension. Everything looks fairly good. Brake servo's bad, and we knew that already. Alright, let's go back in here and go ahead and replace this brake servo. I think we might have one of those in stock already. No, we do not. We can buy one of those real fast. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Alright. Okay, let's look and see at the parts list here. Fuel pump, we need to put a fuel pump in it. And wait, a camshaft and a gearbox. We gotta replace those. Huh, well that stinks. Okay, well, that's a fairly easy fix. I mean, the camshaft is gonna be right here in the front, and the gearbox we can get from underneath the car, so no big deal. I mean, they wasn't that bad, so I didn't think they needed replaced. I guess I should have looked at the list. Live and you learn, you know. Like I said, it won't take long at all. Let's go ahead and get the spark plug wires back off. This has got to come back off. Okay. And camshaft. There we go. Do we have a camshaft we can put back in? Probably not. Camshaft V8 overhead valve. Right here. Perfect. Let's get a new one of those in. And start bolting all this stuff back together. And all we have to after this, I think, is shoot, I didn't mean to put that new one back on there. Need to put the old one on. He's not asking for a new timing belt or chain. There we go. Put these clips back on here if I can get to them. There's one. There's the other one. Ignition coils. Water pump. Water pump pulley. Crankshaft pulley. All the bells and whistles that go along with it. And the fan. I just got that new fan, but that's okay. I'm just going to use it. Screw it. I don't care. Alright, what else was it? Gearbox needed replaced. That's right. And the fuel filter. Both we have to get from underneath the car. Like I said before, I think we have a gearbox already that we can use here. Kind of sucks we got to take all this back apart, but at least it ain't like no big huge ordeal like it would be if it was a piston or something like that and we had to tear the whole motor down. Alright, brand new gearbox going in. What else? And the fuel pump. Alright. Okay, so that should have been everything there. Check again real fast. Gotta put the starter back on, so I don't want to forget that. Yeah, that's everything there. Now let's go ahead and throw this starter back on here before we forget. Because I will. Okay, good. Now the rest is all body work. And thankfully, because we are pretty quickly running out of time here. Let's see. What do you need done? Hood, front bumper, rear bumper, right headlight, right front fender. Right front fender, right headlight, front bumper, hood, rear bumper. You need more stuff done too, buddy. A lot more, actually, but that's fine. We're not going to worry. What kind of car are you? You are a Bolt Reptilia. So we'll just go Bolt. You can find the Reptilia parts. Reptilia, right headlight, right front fender. Let's see. Right front fender. Oh, that's R2. Is that what we have in R2? I'm not sure. Or ours just a Bolt Reptilia. Is there a difference? Is there two different models here? There is. Okay. Well, that's good to seen that. All right, front right fender, hood, front bumper. Oh shoot, I just bought it. Nope, I bought the right one, okay. Where's the rear bumper? Let's try this. I spelled it wrong. We'll put on what we got real quick. Right front fender. Don't think we have. We do have a right headlight, okay. Front bumper, we got that. Hood, got that. Don't think we have the rear bumper yet. I'll have to find that. Reptilia rear bumper. Bolt Reptilia. Let's see. Do we see a rear bumper anywhere in here? There it is, right there. Easy peasy. All right. Put that on, and sir, you will be 100% good to go. I mean, it's not completely restored, but by God, it's much better off than it was. Check our list real quick. Everything looks good here. Alright, buddy. Well, you have a great day. Thank you so much for that $15,000. And I will see you next time. Well, hopefully not when you come in. Oh, well, we got close to 16,181. I think of the next story mission ought to do it. But I'm going to end the episode here. I'll come back over the next maybe week or so and see if I can get some points worked up. And yeah, until then, hope you guys have a good one. And we'll see you in the next episode. Have a good day. Bye-bye.